What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to my WWE Fastlane 2018 predictions video, the final SmackDown-exclusive pay-per-view of this particular brand split, and the final individual brand pay-per-view of this particular brand split. As of right now, Thursday afternoon, we have 6 matches announced, no kickoff announced yet. I'm sure we'll get something on that kickoff, perhaps the Bludgeon Brothers, perhaps Ty Dillinger, perhaps Zack Ryder, perhaps Mojo Rawley, perhaps the modern-day Maharaja. Who knows? Anyway, we'll go with what has been announced thus far on this show. And the first of those 6 matches is a women's tag team match with Becky Lynch and Naomi versus Natalya and Carmella. This one kind of just got announced and confirmed on SmackDown this week on the Go Home show, so kind of who cares? It's kind of inconsequential. So I choose the faces because there's been almost zero build-up here, so it's kind of hard to even predict that kind of a matchup. Speaking of matches that have very low build-up, it is the King of Strong Style, the Artiste, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev Day, Handsome Rusev. Because Nakamura beat up Aiden English last week, this matchup is happening, and come on. Nakamura, the winner of the Royal Rumble, is going on to fight the champion at WrestleMania. So why would you in any earthly way give Rusev a win here? I'm just happy they're putting Rusev on the card as the fans want more Rusev. So obviously, Nakamura here. Easy match to call. But here's hoping they at least make Rusev look a little bit strong, a little bit good in this match. He certainly deserves a bit of that spotlight. So, moving on. We have your U.S. title, the glorious one. Bobby Roode, your champion, defending against the Viper, the legend killer, Randy Orton, for that U.S. title. Now, one would argue that moving into WrestleMania, that you're gonna get the modern-day Maharaja involved here somehow, right? He's gonna get involved somehow, and most likely end up with some kind of a triple threat or multi-man match when it comes to the U.S. title at WrestleMania. And that being the case, then who wins this match? Does Bobby Roode retain, or do they put the belt on Randy Orton as they keep pumping up the fact that Randy Orton has never been the U.S. champion? And I say yes, why not? Put the belt on Randy Orton and then have some shenanigans after the match. Whatever, Randy Orton, new U.S. champion, right? So, after that, we have your SmackDown women's match, which is the Queen, Charlotte Flair, defending against a member of the Riot Squad, the leader of the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott. And come on, there's no way she's going to lose this belt heading in towards WrestleMania. No way. Now, you could make the argument, well, what about Carmella? What about her? She might cash in. Maybe. She's obviously in a match earlier in the evening, and she could cash in. But I just don't see it happening. I see that there will probably be a surprise appearance by Asuka, who won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, to challenge Charlotte for WrestleMania. But I see no earthly reason to have this match end up with Charlotte losing to Ruby Riott. I mean, you could say, alright, disqualification in some way, then maybe she loses that way, but still. At the end of the night, Charlotte will be your women's champion, regardless of how the match shenanigans play out in any real order. So, yeah, Charlotte, come on now. Now, moving on to another title, where it kind of gets more interesting, and that is the Usos versus the New Day, for those SmackDown Tag Team titles. And this match we've seen plenty of this match, and granted, it's always good, and I always enjoy it, and quite possibly the best match on this show. But that being said, who takes it home as you head towards WrestleMania? I think that the Usos deserve a main roster, like main card spot WrestleMania. No kickoff, no pre-show, no nothing. They deserve to be on that main show for WrestleMania. Because it's going to be like, 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever, long show. But they deserve to be off of that pre-show, as they have kept the SmackDown Tag Division locked down as part of the Uso Penitentiary. And just put on just amazing matches. Now, the rumor is, alright, it's going to be Usos, or it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers are going to have that spot to challenge at WrestleMania. And so, who would they be challenging as they continue their path in squashing jobbers over and over and over? I think that it would very much be smart to have the New Day win here, right? Then the Usos get their guaranteed rematch, but the Bludgeon Brothers manage to weasel their way into that match, make it a triple threat. Hey, even include Breezango if you want, and make it a fatal four-way of 4 tag teams. Whatever you do with it, put it on the main card. But as much as I think it would be smart to do that and give them a path to have the New Day on there, I think more importantly, the Usos need to have it locked down. The Usos, regardless of who they fight, should retain here because they deserve to be on that main card somehow, some way. So I'm going to say Usos. And it had to be a ladder match because I can't just have a regular 6-pack challenge because it isn't in this game. Much like how you can't do a fatal 5-way in this game, you also can't do a regular 6-pack challenge in this game. 2K, come on. Give us the option next year. Please, this year, please. 2K19 needs that. What are you doing? So the Usos retain, keep things locked down, and that brings us to our main event of the evening, which is your 6-pack challenge for the WWE title. And that is your champion, AJ Styles, versus John Cena, the face who runs the place, versus Kevin Owens, versus Sami Zayn, versus Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, versus Dolph Ziggler finds himself once again in a title match in 2018. What is happening? I don't know. Will they ever fix his weird music thing? Like, you can't have a record scratch when there's no music. You can't record scratch nothing. That's not how record scratches work. The music should be playing, then you scratch the record. Come on now. Seriously. They're doing it backwards. Anyway, this one, I think, again, is pretty much a no-brainer. Why would you have AJ lose the title going into WrestleMania when the dream match is going to be Nakamura and AJ? That's the match you build to, and they've obviously had it before in New Japan. It was really, really good there, so it should be really, really good here, given enough time on the grandest stage of them all. So I see no reason for this match to be anybody else but the phenomenal AJ Styles retaining that title in what should be a giant cluster of a match. Now, what does that bode for guys like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania? Who knows? They could end up in the Battle Royal for all we know. It's all kind of up in the air. And John Cena, most logically, should lose here, continue his old man Cena desperation maneuver, and hopefully move into Undertaker territory for WrestleMania. I don't know. We'll see. That seems like the most logical solution for that bit of BS. But yeah, AJ all the way here. If they somehow get the belt off of AJ, and then that person fights Nakamura, that makes WrestleMania that much weirder, if you will. But hey, we all know anything can happen in wrestling. And booking plans can change on the turn of a dime. Booking plans can change in a heartbeat. Injuries, just suspensions. You never know what's going to happen for your grandest stage of them all. But that's, is what it is what it is. It's Rusev Day! Essentially. I don't know. So there you go. My Fastlane predictions, hopefully pretty fast here on this fine Thursday evening. We'll see how things play out this Sunday. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos every freaking day, despite what YouTube might have you believe. I'm here every day putting out videos. Join me, won't you? Thanks for watching. See you then. See you next time. I'm Attack Slug. Rusev Day every day. And I'm out. So Rusev pins Nakamura in such an impressive fashion that Shane McMahon, who said, duly noted, has no choice but to add Rusev to an already stacked main event, making it a 7-pack challenge. Historic. They love history, so it is historic. Rusev then goes on to defeat AJ Styles and everybody else in that historic matchup and become the new WWE Champion at Fastlane. Nakamura is pissed and then vows revenge upon Rusev at WrestleMania. We get Rusev Mania, and then every day in 2018 becomes Rusev Day. Corey Graves would lose his ever-loving mind, and it would be amazing. But the reality is that they're just going to kind of try to ignore Rusev Day. But you can't ignore Rusev Day.